celebration travel, what does that term mean? You often refer to it as making up for lost time. So talk a little bit about this, Elizabeth, from AAA.
Yeah, so celebration travel is the big new trend right now, where people are tying in life events with travel and having a big celebration at different destinations around the globe. So what happened really with the pandemic is people started to realize, wait a minute, one, we can't go a lot of places. So there's this pent-up demand for travel. People are looking to travel, they're looking to travel around the world. But at the same time, they want to be with their loved ones. They want to celebrate all their life milestones together, and they realize how important it is to be with their friends and their family. So that's really what's driving this trend. So it's anything from, you know, you've heard of destination weddings before, but now people are taking baby moons and bachelorette parties, all different destinations, retirements where maybe the grandparents are retiring and they're taking the entire family, all the kids on vacation, or maybe the kids are taking the grandparents on vacation, a lot of multi-generational travel. So there's a little bit of everything going on there, like the big senior trip now. You graduate from high school, one last trip as a family before the child goes off to college. So there's a lot of different ways that people are celebrating with travel these days.
Is this a new trend that you're seeing because of COVID, or is this something that has been around but we haven't really talked about it much?
Well, a lot of it's been around as far as, you know, the bachelorette parties or a destination wedding or something like that. But what we've seen since the pandemic is this is really surging. And really any reason to have a good party and have a good vacation together, people are just saying, let's go out and let's celebrate. So that's really what's pushing it right now.
And I've also heard that there's multi-generational sort of travel going on too. So it's not just the parents taking the kids to Disney World. It's really grandparents coming as well.
Yeah, and that's a good example because we saw that a lot with spring break, for example. They wanted to get like villas rather than just a hotel room for a small family, a villa where grandma and grandpa can be there. Maybe you have your own pool. You can have, like if you're in Orlando, you can have a Disney character come visit you. You can have a chef that's there. The ideas are really endless, but we saw that really increase with the multi-generational with the spring break.
Wonderful. What are some of the hottest places that people are going? I don't mean hottest by temperature-wise, but really the hottest that, you know, are the most popular.
Yeah, so we're seeing international travel resuming. So Memorial Day is a good example. It's a camping holiday. A lot of people just take a road trip, go camping for the weekend. And a lot of people did do that, but we saw international bookings up over 250% just for Memorial Day weekend.
Wow.
People going to places like London. Now, even before the Bills game was announced there, and that's another reason to celebrate, but interest in London is huge. Rome, Barcelona, all different places throughout Europe really making a huge comeback right now. So people are going there, but then you have to think of what the occasion is. Like, for instance, the bachelorette parties. Nashville's really popular for that. The bachelor parties, Vegas is really popular for that. And if you think about people having a baby moon, that's when the couples go for one last vacation together, an intimate getaway before the baby arrives so that mom and dad can have some time alone before they're, you know, busy with the diapers and everything like that. So people will go to destinations like spas and places like that for that one.
So you're from AAA. What is going on for the summer? Anything else you guys are looking forward to or talking about from AAA?
Yeah, so Memorial Day a lot of times sets the trend for what's going to happen over the summer. So over 42 million people travel for Memorial Day, and that's by car, by plane, by cruise, whatever it might be. So that's really kind of setting the tone for summer. It's going to be a busy summer for travel. And prices are up. We're not going to deny that. Airfare is up, hotel costs are up. But what we're seeing is people saying, you know what, we're still going to go. We're going to prioritize. We're taking the vacation, but if we need to save money, we'll cook one day instead of going out to dinner. So they're still making it happen and meeting their budget, but people are really anxious to get out and about.
Do you recommend that certain months are cheaper to travel to in that hope to really save money?
Yeah, if people really want to save money, one of the best ways is to be flexible. So flexible with the timing, flexible with the days you go, and flexible with the destination. So what we're seeing is a lot of people want to travel over the summer because the kids are out of school, so sometimes that makes it easier for families to get away, especially if you're a teacher or something like that and you have time off over the summer. So you might say, well, 4th of July, that's going to be peak, so it's going to be really more expensive that weekend for the holiday. If you can go at a different time, you'll be able to save some money that way.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to add about this this celebration travel term, or really anything else that AAA has their hands in for the summer?
It's just a lot going on. People are going to be taking road trips. Gas prices are down about $1 compared to last year.
Which is wonderful.
Yeah, that's great for people that are taking the road trips. But you know, the airfare prices, like I mentioned, they've gone up, and it doesn't look like they're coming down anytime soon. So if you see a rate that works for you, it's a good idea to snag that. But what we see is, like, again, with that flexibility, if people can say, wait a minute, if I can travel on a Tuesday, it's a lot cheaper than going sometimes on a Saturday. So that helps it too, as far as keeping those costs down. But we're going to see a lot of people cruising and driving and flying this summer.
Now, the real question is, where are you traveling this summer or coming up? Any fun places for you?
So now my daughter's into travel lacrosse, so I have to work the vacation around that, right? So one of the road trips we're taking this summer is Ocean City, Maryland, and I've never been there.
Very nice. So really that like national travel.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
great. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth Carey from AAA, for being here with us. You can learn more over on their website at AAA.com.